So thank you very much, and thank you, Madam Chairman, for those kind sentiments you have expressed. I want to particularly welcome our political leader, Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bisesa, and her husband, Greg, and all of you who are here this evening. Tonight, I stand with all of you, calling upon all of you, regardless of race, religion, gender, or even political affiliation. I ask all of you tonight to join us on this journey to save our country. There are no two ways about it. We have to come together to save our country. Either that or all is over. For the past 8 years, we have been neglected by this government. For the past 8 years, we have seen a breakdown in security and the justice system in our country. For the past 8 years, violence and mischief have scourged our lands. For the past 8 years, unprecedented death and destruction have stalked this nation. My dear friends, we can no longer afford to be silent. We can no longer sit on the fences. We can't afford to sit back and wait until 2025 to make our move for political change. The time to call for a general election is now. Rowley must go, and with him, his oppressive government, which has become a tyranny around the necks of our people. Just last week, Kester Reed, a mechanic and owner of Service Terminal, had his life snuffed out by an assassin's bullet at his place of work in St. Augustine. Just last week, Tafari Gabriel Charles, a 23-year-old Republic Bank employee, was killed during a home invasion at his home in Pity Valley. Just last week, a 75-year-old pensioner was shot during a robbery while walking south along Bush Street in Pittsburgh. Citizens are no longer safe anywhere. They are no longer safe, especially in the East-West corridor. They are not safe in their homes, in their places of work, or even walking along the streets. Gunmen have gone astray under this Keith Rowley government. Since Rowley was elected as Prime Minister of this country on September the 9th, 2015, more than 4,000 persons have been murdered in this country. Since its election, the average number of murders per year is 500 plus. Murder, my dear friends, is not the only crime gripping this country. Just last year, there were 1,015 reported cases of burglary and break-ins, 303 reported cases of rape, incest, and sexual offenses, 498 wounding and shooting incidents just last year. In fact, last year was one of the worst years we have had for crime in this country. There have been 30,640 reported instances of crime, but only 1,319 convictions were recorded, less than 5%. People of this country are not safe under Keith Christopher Rowley. It is never safe under any PM government in any case. My dear people, my dear friends, now is the time to join us on this journey to save Trinidad and Tobago. What bothers me greatly is the deception of this PM government to promote itself as a black man's party. What bothers me is the fact that in this country, the most oppressed communities are those located within the PNM constituencies. If only the PNM took care of their own, the murder rate in this country wouldn't be so high. The crime rate would have gone down. What disturbs me is that the PNM, a so-called black man's party, seems only intent on putting money in the pockets of the 1%ers. It is time for somebody to call the PNM on this matter. It is time for us to rally and save this country from ruin. I challenge any black man today, I challenge you to tell me that he was not happier under Kamla Prasad Bisesa government. There is this myth that the black man is not taken care of. Every honest black man will tell you that he was better off 2010 to 2015. He was able to put food on his table then. He was able to send his children to school comfortably. He and his family were safe. Traffic jams on the east-west corridor were a thing of the past. You remember how we opened up the bus route? But that is not so today. Look at the roads upon which we drive. Look at the quality of the roads in St. Joseph in particular, and compare the roads in St. Joseph with the newest road on Picton Street in Port of Spain. Road just built in front the apartments that were constructed by a cabinet minister. And if you call his name, I go whistle for you, you know. Call the name, you know. So I whistle for you. I whistle for you. Look at the school Kamla built in St. Joseph. The school that the PNM has refused to complete. Visit the rundown building, overgrown with bush, where children are forced to go to school. Take a casual walk along Augustine Street in St. Joseph and watch the illegal dumping of garbage in that area. And all of this has been done under Rowley's watch. What is even worse, look at the rodents and the vermin that populate these sites in St. Joseph, a constituency where the Minister of Health is a member of Parliament. Watch all the drains filled with slime and silt and others that have become breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Clearly, the people in St. Joseph will get the message on how much this PM government likes them. But this is not St. Joseph, you know. St. Joseph alone doesn't suffer this way. In every constituency across Trinidad and Tobago, the story is the same. In every community, once it is not occupied by Rowley's 1%ers, the story is the same. Ask citizens about the quality of water they receive. Ask them about the damages to the electrical appliances that are caused by TNTEX brownout or blackout, as the case may be. I saw where they said that there was nothing wrong, how things were very good, and everything was done hunky-dory. That is not true, but I'll come to that again in a while. In fact, I want to say that the Gonzales Ministry of Public Utilities commits, leave Marva Gonzales alone. Gonzales Ministry commits the biggest fraud against us, charging us for services it does not deliver. Look at the violence taking place in our schools. Look at the high level of delinquency that is prevalent in our country, and you'll understand why so many of our young people are functionally illiterate, especially those who pass through the government system. Don't be fooled by Gatsby Dolly's vain boast about the performance of our children at CSEC and Cape. Those children performed, but not one of them performed in the government schools. They performed in the religious schools. And for those schools, we have to give them credit and remove this mirage of the brilliance for TNT. So for our country to benefit from the largesse that flows into our treasury, this Rowley administration must go. And it is you, all of you who are here, all of you who are listening, it is you who must join us on this journey to get our laziest Prime Minister out of office. We must bring back the days of George Weeks and Joe Young and Clive Nunes and others when they had Eric Williams on his knees. We must forget Netflix and YouTube, and let's come together to save Trinidad and Tobago. Rowley must go because his legacy does not favor the small, hard-working man in this country. For 8 years, there has not been one revenue stream in this country. Not one. And again, for 8 years, equally, there has been no crime plan. For 8 years, we saw increases of various kinds. And what is worse is our oil industry has been shut down for 4 years for no reason. And then, against all of this, Rowley is traveling all over the world, over and over. And we are not getting any economic benefits for the travels he makes. My friends, Rowley can't see a plane in Piaco. When he sees a plane, he gets jittery. He wants to board it. He can't see a plane. I'll give him a plane for Christmas. The truth is that Rowley cannot make this country any better. A change of government is what we need. And when I hear people say that Kamala must go, I ask myself, Kamala must go where? Where must Kamala go? The only place I know that she must go is back to government. Back to government. Rowley is the most hated prime minister in this country since 1962. And yet, as hated as he is, even by his own cabinet members, except one, don't ask me who. Yes, he's hated by his cabinet members, all of them, except one. And I'm saying, though he's hated so much, I have never heard anyone in the PNM publicly say that Rowley must go. We can't continue like this. We just can't. The East-West corridor has to take a stand. These constituents must recognize that they do not deserve the kind of treatment given to them by Rowley and his government. The time has come for the East-West corridor to recognize that they cannot vote race and religion when it comes to the PNM, because when that party gets into power, its only concern, as the Prime Minister says, is to make the rich richer. So the East-West corridor has to take the position before we all die, we have to act. We either die from poverty or at the hands of criminals. But in any case, let us act before that happens. I am saying to you tonight that regardless of what Rowley says, Kamala Prasad Bisesa, that lady there, is the better option. The better option. She took care of the poor and dispossessed. She made strides advancing our school children into the world of technology by offering them free computers. She did that. To single mothers, she offered a baby grant for a year, an initiative which the PNM condemned. Under Kamala, the crime rate was 50% less than under Rowley when he claimed that he had a plan for runaway crime. Yeah, right. He had a plan. My dear friends, Rowley's plan for crime is a plan to kill us all. Under Kamala, no police service commission was ever dismantled. Under Kamala, no office of the DPP was ever attacked. Under Kamala, the office of the president was never brought into disrepute. Never under her leadership. And you know why? Because her moral compass was way higher than that of Keith Rowley. I shouldn't say was, no, is. Her moral compass is much higher than that of Keith Rowley. My dear friends of St. Joseph and those listening over the airwaves, I ask you tonight to come and be a part of this UNC government for change. The UNC government is on a road, a movement for change, and time to come and join us is now. We have to save this country. We need your support, and we need your vote to rid our country of Rowley. Tobago did it, and I'm sure we too in Trinidad can. We have Monday Night Forum once a week, But each of us can have his or her own forum where you talk to 10, 15, 20 people, like I did at Himalaya Club last Saturday, like I did in Mamuela last Sunday, and I'll do it again tomorrow wherever I have to. So what I'm saying, the forum is nice, but in your own way, have your forum too. Go and talk to people in the highways and byways and bring them on board. You have to carry the message throughout the length and breadth of this country. I was coming here and I passed on the Eastern Main Road. I saw the double bridge put there by whom? Kamla. On that Kamla, I remember we built 9 police stations, including St. Joseph Police Station. What more can you all want? You want her blood? Well, that too she will give you, but vote for her first. And therefore, as I end, I said to you tonight that the message is clear. The message is clear and it's singular. The message is Rowley has to go. Rowley has to go. Rowley has to go. I thank you.